Okay. First stream in a while, so I won't be shocked if people don't show up, but either way, this is getting recorded for YouTube. For my sister, per special request of my twin sister, she wanted me to play this game, so that's why we're not moving on to Link to the Past yet. Or not Link to the Past, we've already done Link to the Past, to Link's Awakening. And this is apparently a trilogy. I'm not sure if I'll play all three, but if I like this one, I'll play all three. She said she saw Markiplier play it, so she was like, this would be really interesting for you to play on stream, and she wants me to play it and record it. So, also these games aren't long. She said that I could finish like the trilogy relatively in a stream. If I don't like the first one, I'm not gonna beat it. I'm not gonna play all three. But if I do like it, we'll play all three, probably this stream. Options, always dash, what? Full screen, I'll leave that off. Keyboard config. Page up, page down, enter, shift. Shift is the dash? What the fuck? What? WSAD movement layout. Also, space is okay. Yeah, fine. This is fine. Can I just click instead? I'm assuming this is the first one. The games, by what they're called, are. Let me fix my stuff. The test, what is this one called? Hypothesis Rising, and then the test Final Revelation. I'm guessing Final Revelation is the final one. That would make the most sense. And the test is the first one. So we're going to play maybe all three. I'll see if I like it. If I like it, I'll play all three. Check out. Okay. Our other games. Let's see what this opens. Deluxe bundles, all of our games. Chasing Demons, the Test Trilogy. Well, that's what I bought. The Testing Chamber. Is that in the... Apparently this is a trilogy. So I do have the Testing Chamber, but I don't think it's a part of this. So this is not going to be played today, but we're going to try and just play the entire Testing Trilogy. If I like this game, I'll probably buy all of these because they're relatively cheap. They're not very expensive. I think I got the trilogy for like $13. But they're also not very long, so, okay. I think we're good to start. I hope my internet holds up. That would suck if it didn't. My first stream back in, like, what, almost a month? Half a month? Okay, so let's test. Hello. There's blood everywhere. Holy fuck. Okay. No, okay, this is a horror game. Never mind. I didn't know this was a horror game. Uh-oh. You just said it was a test, Bella. What the fuck? Okay. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions. You must answer them honestly. That part I knew. Now, when I say and answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. Oh, you guys are going to find some dark shit about me today, aren't you? Of the crimes I've committed. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world, or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your own future. As you see is, oh my god, if this game's all reading, you're gonna have to pardon my stumbling and mispronouncing words and just misreading shit because I'm terrible at like reading aloud, just really bad at it. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future. And my pauses that I do occasionally, this will tell you things you already know, not necessarily. Oh my god, the music's creepy. I hate this already. I'm getting Masao vibes and what is it, Madfather? I haven't played Masao. Kind of want to play Masao, but I have played Madfather. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide are questions are asked in 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain working, unlocking hidden truths within itself. I feel like I'm gonna get jump scared. Oh, I fucking hate this shit. Oh, Bella, why didn't you tell me this was a horror game? I have to play at least a little bit of it now. I can't just end stream. What the fuck? This looks like a horror game. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder what things, well, this answer depends on the circumstances, I suppose. Create your own circumstances. Alright. Good thing you told me that. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize, but your mind will develop the situation required you to answer the question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back and relax. I might go grab vodka. Sit back and relax, enjoy the experience. We are about to begin a series of questions and provide that you're a willing participant. I'm not. We'll be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Do you believe that everyone should be treated fairly? Everyone? No, not really. Criminals shouldn't be treated fairly. I mean, like, fair trial, like, murderers, fair trial, all that stuff, like, law and order. Not just lynching people. Fine, yes. Do you believe that everyone should be Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? No. Have you ever invented anything? No. Do you believe that you're worthy of someone else's time investment? Like for someone to spend time with me, or like invest their time in me? Worthy? If I hired a therapist, yes. But naturally, no. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Yes. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Would I be alright with it? I wouldn't want it, but would I be alright with it? I'd survive. I'd probably be really sad, but I'd survive, yes. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? Yes. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Yes. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Depends who it belonged to. Depends on who it belonged to. Like, if I knew who it belonged to, but I knew, like, if I knew the person, probably. If I didn't know the person, probably not. Would you give it back to them? Yeah. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Yes. Are you afraid of spiders? No. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Unscathed? So does that mean, like, I don't feel it? Because that'd probably hurt. Unscathed? So that means I'm, like, not crippled or even worse, dead? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be fat? I would consider myself underweight, so no. Would you say you have lots of charisma? Depends. The right person I can charm. Like, I usually, like, dialogue my way out of bad situations. I've talked myself out of some fucked up shit, just to say that much. Yes. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? Like, frozen? When it says this, okay, so it says make your own circumstances. I'm gonna make the circumstances, like, cryogenically. I was actually talking about this not too long ago. Huh. Bella, did you bring up this conversation? That's my sister's name. Purposefully because of this? Temporarily frozen? Yes, because I think it'd be interesting to go forward, like Futurama type shit. I wouldn't want to do it now, but I think even it's asking if you've ever wished it. I have wished it. I wouldn't want to do it now. I would miss out on parts on my entire life. Like, I would basically just go live in the future. So I'm gonna say I have, but I do not wish it now. This is all very interesting. Oh, I got chills! Oh, I got chills! Did you realize the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No! Does that make you uncomfortable? Yes! No! Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Apparently not! Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes, I definitely am. I'm expecting a jump scare. I'm covering my eyes. Hold on. I'm just gonna cover like the corpse and the dude's face. Have you been entirely honest with the answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for? Oh my God, yes. Were you aware that there begins with consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Okay, I'm playing all 3 of these. Oh, this is fucked. Oh, oh no. Are you beginning to wonder how? Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Yes. Would you consider yourself captivated? What does it mean by captivated? Hold on. Define captivated. Captivated. Attract and hold an interest of beauty and charm. Okay, so not like captive. Like, I'm like intrigued. Yes. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? I'd like to think I am, but I've never been in a I've been in a couple situations where bravery would have helped. I'm not going into details. Brave. These were more stupid. The ones I'm thinking about. More stupid than brave. I want to join the army. Is that like a little semblance of bravery? I wouldn't say it is. I want to join. I haven't joined. I'm gonna say no. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? I'd like to say yes, but I did fairly average in school. Intelligence or like smarts? I'm gonna say no. Have you been looking for? Oh, fuck you. Yes. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Yes. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Yes. Would you consider yourself a patient person? Yes. Do most humans annoy... Most? Most. There are humans that annoy me. I would say no on the most part. Also, the music is not helping. No. Do you prefer animals to people? Well, in my experience, animals taste better. No, I prefer like them. I'd say no. Do you believe in magic? No. Do you believe in God or exist in some other form of higher power? Yes. I am Catholic. Do you fear death? I do fear death, but I think that's natural. But I very much fear like the thought of being immortal. Because I'd watch everyone I know and love die, first of all, and then I would just any relationships that I experience afterwards would be kind of bad. And I would eventually just experience the death of our universe. If I could be immortal with the exception that I can turn off my immortality at any given moment, I would take it. Do I fear death? So I'd say yes. Are you attracted to someone who you're not currently in a relationship with? She might be in chat. Yes. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yes. Are you alone? I'm live streaming, and I have a lurker. So, Duckley. Also, well, I typically try not to say my lurkers, but I would consider myself not alone. No. If I told you with utmost certainty that someone watching you, would you believe me? I did just look around, so fuck that. No. Have you wondered who I am? Kinda, yeah. Yes! Do you feel like you're being watched? Now I do. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Okay, yeah, I have considered it. Do you drink water every day? As of recently, yes, because I just bring bottles of water and I have like a giant like thing of water next to my bed, so I usually drink like at least a little bit of that before I go to bed. It's like a huge bottle of water. A bottle of water. Yes. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Recently, yes. Do you realize there's a high probability you missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yes. Are you wondering what they are? Yes. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Yes. Is your favorite number 7? No. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? I would say no. Paul Harrell made a comparison of apples to oranges, like in terms of guns. Like he was like, you can't compare apples to oranges, or he made a debate on it. But can you oranges? Because like comparing apples and oranges is like a saying, like, oh, you can't compare them, they're completely different, but they're also kind of the same. They're both round. They're both fruit. Taste very different. Both very different in color. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. No. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No, I did not. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? I have people in my life I would not give a second chance to. Mainly exes. But is it everyone or no one? Everyone? In terms of my exes, second chance in the fact that like I don't like talk shit about them or like talk about them like openly to like a lot of people. I did tell like my close friends about some shit that happened with me. But it's everyone or no one then, right? I'm gonna say yes. You can put anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? No. No, not really. No. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No! Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? I actually wanted to go scuba diving. I know the ocean terrifies a lot of people, but I do want to go scuba diving and like do some like deep sea diving. I want to be able to dive below, what is it, like for certain licenses of deep sea diving? Like 30 feet? I want to be able to dive at least a little past 30 feet. So yes. Did you realize the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase I love you? No. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Have you ever felt hated? Yes. Do you have any addictions? I smoke cigarettes, so I would say yes. Do you dislike the color pink? Nah, pink's alright. I don't really dislike any color. Brown. I'm not a huge fan of browns and grays. And honestly, white is meh. So, no. Does the color gray seem depressing? Not really. I just don't like the color. Do you enjoy loud music? Yes. Do you like to dance? I mean, I've had a couple drinks in me, yes. But overall, no. Last time I danced, I think, was at my cousin's wedding with my sisters, and we just kind of hopped around, and I was drunk. Would you consider yourself normal? Oh, yeah. Do you love your parents? Yes. Have you ever been lied to? I would assume so. Do you get angry often? No, I used to have bad anger growing up. No, not anymore. Do you hold grudges? I would say for certain people, I hold a grudge for a couple things, but for certain people, yeah. But do I hold grudges? Like, I don't talk about, like, Bella, you know who and what I could be talking about, either relationship related or job related. So you can be the judge of this one, but I'm gonna say no. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Have you ever done something you knew you shouldn't have done but still did it anyways? Oh, fuck yeah. Have you ever lied? Yes. Have you ever cheated on a test? Like, on like a test in school? Kind of, I guess. I was doing a test in school, and for some reason we were allowed to leave and go to the washroom, but we had to hand in our phone. I had a phone and an iPod at the time, so I brought my iPod to school and just handed them my phone, and I went and Googled a question on my iPod. So yeah, I'd say yes. You won't cheat this test. Oh. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? I like trees. I don't really... Flowers out in nature, yes. Like flowers in like a bouquet, not really. Because they just die. It's kind of depressing to me, honestly. No. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Is Soviet a furry? No. Do you believe you have psychic powers? No. Have you ever seen a ghost? I've had sleep paralysis, but I guess that's hallucinating more than anything. No. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? If I sleep on my back, or if in the middle of the night I roll onto my back, I'm guaranteed to have a nightmare. So, sometimes... Yeah? Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? I've had one. Do I suffer from them? Like, do I get them regularly? No. No. Do you suffer from depression? I'm not diagnosed. I've never gone to a doctor to see if I was depressed. I'd like to think I'm not depressed. I've been told to go to a doctor before, but I don't want to get diagnosed with depression because then I can't join the military. But I'm also not, like, depressed. Like, I'm not, like, a sad person. There are times when I'm sad, but I think that's everybody. But from depression, no. Do you exercise often and stay active? Not recently. I hunt and I hike and I'm not right now, but the jobs that I work as a laborer, so most of that's exercise, but as of recently, it's just been me, excuse me, sitting in a truck and watching pumps, so my job isn't even active right now, and I just got back to work after, like, how long was it? 6 months being unemployed? Half a year? But during that half a year, I ran on the treadmill frequently and I lifted weights. I'm not overly strong, but I still lift weights. I would say yes. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Like type of food or specific food? Because I can think of a couple off my head that I don't like. I don't like turnips. I don't like cilantro. I don't like cabbage. And I don't like avocados. And that's the only things I can think of on top of my head right now. Growing up, I didn't like carrots and a whole bunch of other things. But I can stomach turnips now, but I would rather not eat them. Oh, I also don't like salt fish because I just don't like salt fish. I've never really eaten lobster. I can't remember really eating it, and because whenever lobster is made at my place, we have steak and stuff with it as well. That's usually when we have lobster. Like it's like a barbecue and a cookout, and like there's like hot dogs and lobster and steak and corn and potatoes and salad, and there's like so much food that I look at the lobster and I look at the steak and I'm like, I would rather have like 2 steaks than spend a half an hour cracking open this lobster just to have like a little bit of meat. Despite on how it tastes, I'm not really sure what lobster tastes like, to be honest. I've had crab, and I did like crab. So for this question, I'd say yes. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yeah. 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 Have you ever felt... Yes. Do you ever feel lost in life? Yes. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? A natural leader? No. But I've worked my way up to being a leader. I used to work at a movie theater, and I got promoted to AM, so assistant manager, and I was basically in charge of telling like fucking 20 people at a time what to do and organizing people and stuff like that. And that's like me right now. I'm really good at organizing people. I'm not really good at organizing like stuff. Like my room's a fucking mess right now. Natural leader, no, but can I work my way up to it? And if I needed to take on a leadership position, I think I could. But naturally, no. If I had to, yes. If you could push a button to destroy the world, would you? Is it this one? No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes, I can firmly admit that. Have you ever been bullied? I feel like everyone has. I've definitely Touché. I've definitely bullied people. Not proud of it. Not like overly, like I picked on someone and then I didn't realize I was really bullying them, like kind of that type of thing. But it's still bullying and it's not excusable. Like I didn't realize how uncomfortable they really were. And I was young. Like I don't bully people now, and I don't think anyone really bullies now unless you haven't grown up yet. But and I bully T Ghosty all the time. So yes. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? I have dreams. Yes. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? I think we all do, or have. Do you find space fascinating? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? No. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I'd like to think at times, yeah. I don't text my friends every day. I don't call my friends every day, but we talk, and I only really have like 3 really close friends aside from people that like I talk to in like this community, like streaming. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. But like in real life, I know these people. I'd really consider that I only have. I could add an extra 2, but right now I'm going to say 3. I could add 2 more that I would consider close friends, but I haven't talked to one of them in like a year. Actually, no, I'd say 4. So then I could add 2 more to make it to 6. But I haven't really talked to them. And the last time I talked to one of them, we just ran into each other at the grocery store. And I said hi to his new kid, because he has a kid and he's younger than me. Holy fuck. I'd lose my mind. So yeah. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? I think if you say no to this question, you're blatantly lying. Ugh. Have you ever fantasized of being a supervillain performing heinous, egregious crime? I mean, probably. I can't say I haven't. But in recent memory, I'm gonna say no. Do you believe in perfection? Like, someone being perfect? Oh. Yes. Have you ever stolen from someone? I mean, I've taken a pen from someone and didn't give it back. So I say yes. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? I know I could, but would I murder someone for money or something like that? No. Would I kill someone if they threatened my life or one of my family's lives? And I don't mean like threaten like they said it. I mean like they had a knife or had a gun or anything and I had to fight back to protect myself or my family? Yes. If you had one day to live, would you tell anybody? Oh no. Would I tell anybody? I think I make a video and post it on like YouTube or something, and then like in the last like 10 minutes I would send that video to everybody. I would private it and then send that link to everybody, like to most of the people I know. If it was like 24 hours, last 10 minutes, you have to send the video. And then I would just probably spend the rest of my day, drinking, not getting loaded, and spending time with my family before I went. I would send it to the point to where I told I'd say my goodbyes in a video, and then I'd already be dead before anyone could come and see me. I'd probably, where would I go if I knew I was gonna drop dead? Where would I go? I think I'd go sit on a bench in a park, in a really private park, and just send that video to everybody. And tell them where I am, so they can come grab my body without disturbing anybody. And I would assume that the 24 hours would be at night, so not a whole lot of people be there, I suppose. I'm gonna go with no. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? What are my darkest secrets? Yeah, I have. Yes. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No. I mean, considering the corpse and all the blood, and the teddy bear crying and all the blood and all the blood and all the blood, I'm gonna go with no. Do you know who I am? No. Well, I know who you are. Well, thanks for creeping me out. If I appeared right behind you, would you scream, ah? No, I'd probably grab my knife that's wait, where's my knife too? Actually, I don't have my knife. I think, fuck. I have a screwdriver beside me. I'd probably grab that. I'd probably stab you if I saw someone unknown in my house. Or be prepared to stab. I'd grab a weapon. No. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Well, considering there is literally no distance for anyone to fit in behind me because my chair is right up against the wall. So I'm gonna go with yes, because you'd be literally, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls. Yes. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? What definition of empathetic are we going by? Empathizing? Define empathetic. Empathizing, right? You're feeling sorry for someone. Showing an ability to understand or care for feelings of another. So, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I winked even though I don't have a camera. Yes. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Thankfully, no. My sisters are, though. Do you look at the ground when you walk? I used to, but now I don't because I feel like you have to walk. I got this from work. If you're moving or walking, you walk with purpose. And looking at the ground kind of negates that. So I would say no. And also, I don't think it's really good for your neck. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Yes. Would you ever shave your head? I actually just had my hair cut. That's why it took so long to start the stream. I had to go shower because I just had my hair cut, and it was shaved. But it's not I'm not bald, but it is cut down to fairly short. You can't grab my hair. I guess I technically, is this close enough? You could probably see the top of my head, my skull. Well, not my skull, but my head, the skin. I think I even said that one. Actually, I think I said one day I want to go completely bald. So when I was getting my hair cut, right now, are you attracted to muscular bodies? Toned? And obviously, I'm 100% straight, but toned bodies? Bodybuilder, in women? I've definitely seen some girls though, that could 100% kick my ass. That I was and I was yeah, she's hot. They're strong. You could 100% kick my ass. I wouldn't say everyone though. Everyone with a muscular body, and by everyone I'm still meaning women. I'd say yes. Do you ever dance when no one's looking? Do I? I think I could, yeah, I'd say yeah. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Well, a lot of my childhood was being a loser and sitting at home and playing video games. Other than that, I rode my bikes with my friends, and this was only from like when I was really young to like maybe like 11. Then like I got a Wii, and then I got an Xbox, and I stayed inside, and a lot of my friends moved away, and I was really sad, and I played video games and I hunted growing up. So I'd say yes. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Do I have to hurt anybody? I'll make the circumstance, if I had to hurt someone or kill someone to get away with it, I would go no. But if I could get away with it, like Sly Cooper style, not having to hurt anybody or kill anybody, I'd say yeah. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Yes. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? Yes. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? I probably have, but I'm gonna go with no. I don't really dream a lot about being naked, just in general. No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Not overly. I do like the Friday the 13th movies. And I have watched a fair bit of scary movies that I did like. But jump scares literally make my heart go da 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 da. I'd say yes. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. Do you like being the center of attention? Not overly. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Well, now I feel like something's watching me. Like looking at like my doors and shit. Shit's all open and dark. No. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to go to space? Yes. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Like, I don't really even know the definition. Like, what's an out-of-body experience? Where you see your own body? What is an out-of-body experience? Body experience. Out-of-body experience. Sleep. Or just prior to waking up. I think it's... I'm honestly under the opinion that out-of-body experiences aren't real, and you're just dreaming about looking at... Like, you're just dreaming around the room you're in, and you can see your body. I have done that. So, yes? Have you ever punched a nun? No. Do you like dogs better than cats? I'm thinking about games now where you could possibly punch a nun. Nathan Drake definitely wanted to, but no. Do you like dogs better than cats? I would say yes. Do you prefer to read more than you watch movies? I like movies. And I don't read a whole lot. I have a bunch of books I have read. Nah, I like... Are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? Yes, I am. Do you get starstruck easily? Me not knowing shit. Hold on. What does being... Is it like when you see like stars in your eyes? Star-struck mean? Feeling or showing great interest and admiration for famous people. I love Keanu Reeves. I mean, the only really celebrity that I like, I would say is Keanu Reeves, just because I love John Wick. But I don't really care for celebrities all that much. I mean, I went and saw Sabaton in concert, and I was like, really, like, that was cool. Yeah, I'd say yes. Oh, it said easily. Well, I guess... Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? I don't hate it. I do like being at home, though. Like, I don't go to big parties and social gatherings a lot, so when I do, like, they're awesome. And I like partying with just my family. I wouldn't consider those big parties. It's just people I know. I wouldn't say I hate it. No. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? Not overly. I fucking hate receiving presents. Like, I'm at the point of like last Christmas, make this fucking however you want. Think I'm a terrible person. Last Christmas, I said, next year, no one buy me anything because I'm not buying anything for anyone else. Not doing it. I'm only buying something for my niece. That's it. Am I still gonna buy stuff for people? Yeah, probably. I probably still will buy stuff. I just don't want them to buy me things. Oh, fuck. Belle's gonna watch this. Ah, shit. Because I want to get my dad a gun. He's been eyeing a gun for a really long time, and I want to get it for him. So, yeah, no. Easy no. Seriously, though. Have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam, right in the face. Nun punch. No. Did you laugh? Yes. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Did I say what the fuck? I think I would say all my thoughts right now. Because I'm recording and streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No, I'm religious. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to? Yeah. Maybe. I am religious, but I have committed a great many sin. But here's the thing about hell. In just terms of religion, the way I see it, like, if you ask for forgiveness and try not to sin, and really try not to sin, like, I don't know who said it, but, like, you only really get into hell if you, like, willingly go there. Like, you're willing to go there. I don't know who said that, but it makes sense to me. You're not religious, don't bully me. No, I'm Catholic. I believe in God. Also, hey, Duckley. I mean, I'm not religious. I'm religious. I was raised by a Catholic father and an Anglican mother. Gosh, I am religious. I know I swear and I smoke and I don't overly, like, practice. I don't go to church every Sunday. I go to church. Actually, I haven't been to church in like 6 years. I should go to a church at some point. I do pray. I do pray. That is something I do. I do pray. I'd like to think I'm not going to hell. But do I think I'm going to hell? I smoke, which is like a really big sin. The way that, like, hell was really described to me is that you only go to hell if you are willing to go there. And by willing, I mean, like, you, like, even at, like at Hell's Gate, you're not willing to, like, smoking a sin. Well, it's kinda a sin. Like, you're at Hell's Gate and you're still, like, not, like, worshiping God or anything like that. And I'm also not, like, the type of Catholic that's, like, because this is a sin as well. It's a sin. Unforgiveness is a sin. Not forgiving someone for something is a sin. So, like, even if, like, you're someone who sins and, like, you're being told by a Catholic, like, oh, you're such a sinner, you're going to hell, like, that is a sin. That is literally a sin right there. Like, Catholics were supposed to be welcoming, and, like, even if you're not Catholic, we're supposed to be welcoming, and, like, all this, and, you know, like, stuff like that. Like, the Pope, I think a couple years ago, was even like, we should let homosexual people in the church now, because we're welcoming, and, like, they're not going to hell just for being homosexual. Okay, so this question, if the hell do you think you're going to it? I'd like to say no. Religious folks can be very aggressive. I agree, they can. But not all. That is true. I very much agree religious folks can be aggressive, and I know there's problems in churches. I don't think as much anymore, but there used to be with the whole priests thing. But, like nah. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? I like to say yes. Do you masturbate frequently? Oh, is this TOS? You're gonna think I'm full of shit, Duckley. God, it's funny that you're here now. You're gonna think I'm totally full of shit. but I have like zero sex drive. None whatsoever. So no. Were you considering what constitutes? Yeah, frequently. Lying is a sin. Lying is a sin. I'm not lying. I have no sex drive. I don't. I really don't have one. I think there's something like fucked up with me, honestly. Have you ever wondering what constitutes frequently? If I would say frequently, I would say my definition of frequently would be you like masturbate frequently and not like over like too much. I would say be more than like 5 times a week would be frequently. And I definitely don't do 5 times a week. Probably 5 times every 3 months. Like, honestly, like, no. Like, I don't. So, yes. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? I am more than slightly uncomfortable. I scared myself into thinking I had a Bitcoin miner installed on my computer, Lamau. Is your mouth dry? Yes. Vodka time. Also, the vodka I drink, you know this, Duckley, but the vodka I drink, Russian Standard, I went to the liquor store today, and they're not selling it anymore because of the whole Ukraine thing, which I get, but I'm really sad. War's gotta end. I need my Russian Standard. Oh my god. It's my favorite alcoholic beverage, and it's gone, and I can't buy it anymore. So I'm sad. I'm guessing it's going to be gone until the war is over, so I'm sad. This sucks, and I have a little bit left in this. I have about quarter of a bottle left, and I went and bought just skag up a new hobby like rye. I don't really like, I like vodka. I don't really like whiskey or rum. Like, I like spiced rum with Coke, but I can drink vodka, like, completely straight. Oh, man. I'm gonna miss that. Oh. Is my mouth dry since I just drank some vodka? Yes. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. Do you believe in legendary beasts like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. Oh, I said yes! Oops. I meant to say no. Are you poor with money management? I'd say yes, honestly. Choose one of these numbers you feel resonates with you the most at this very moment. Choose one of these colors that resonates with you in this very moment. Well, red's my favorite color, so red. Choose one of these words that resonates with you the most in this very moment. Sick, plague, wretched, toxic, or vile. These are like all like bad words. Like nothing, like no happy. I don't believe in those entities specifically, but I think it's ignorant to think we know everything that's out there. I mean, true. Like, do I believe in... am I the... Like, I'm the type of Catholic that believes in science. I do. I believe in science. Like, science is a thing. Like, I believe in evolution. I do believe in evolution. I have a very strange set of beliefs. I'm a Catholic. I believe in God. I believe the crucifixion happened. I believe the birth of Christ, like, I believe in that, but I also believe in evolution, which the church looks down on, but there's evidence for that. But there is evidence for the Bible, but the Bible could have been written by anybody, and I barely accept that, but I like to go off by the, in terms of religion, I like to go off by the, like, be kind to one another, and forgive and stuff like that. And I don't mean like I'm perfect at doing all this shit. Like, I've told people to fuck off before, but so I'm gonna say toxic. You're like a fluid Catholic. You have sense and you're not outright dismissive of things. So that's cool. Nah, like, yeah, like, oh, hold on. Choose one of these words that resonates you with the most at this very moment. Okay, now the heavenly, angelic, divine, glorious, blessed, celestial. Like, yeah, like, if you can tell me you're not Catholic, and I won't be like, oh, you're going to hell, and I know that's, like, a huge extreme, like, that's a very small percentage of Catholics, but still, I like to say blessed, mainly because I have the day off tomorrow, which is why I could stream today. Choose one of these words you feel resonates with you the most at this very moment. I'd like to say agility. Or strength. Strength. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Kind of. We got me and my sisters worked on like this like box. Like you get it's like equivalent to escape rooms, but they're really popular during like the big long thing of COVID. Like in the middle of COVID when people couldn't leave, so they were like sending out like you like bought them online and you got this like little escape room in a box, but it's like a murder mystery thing. And I went over to her apartment to play VR because I didn't own VR at the time. That's literally what I went over to do. I was like, let's play VR. But then I was like, let's look at this. And then we spent like 10 hours trying to solve like this murder mystery thing. And there was math in it. I think there was. One of the ones we definitely did, and I enjoyed it. So I'd say yes. Oh yeah, Escape Sim is on sale for stream at the moment. I honestly don't want to buy that because I don't really have anyone to play it with. Unless, do you have it? Or does Teal have it? Do you speak more than one language fluently? No. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes, I've been to the United States. Do you enjoy coffee? I fucking live off coffee. Do you believe in demons? Yes. Do you believe in angels? Yes. Are you afraid of sharks? Not really. Me and Real got it. Okay, if you ever want to stream it together, I'll buy it. But other than that, I won't. Not right now. We think the game flows best with 2 to 3 people anymore and gets chaotic. If I would stream, or at least while you're streaming it, play it with you. Or even hell, just play it with you. But right now, I'm trying to save money and stuff like that. But would I? Yeah, I'd buy it. Are you afraid of sharks? No. Do you prefer baths over showers? I like a good bath. But baths, you have to be clean to get in a bath. Like, you can't be dirty to get in a bath, because then you're just sitting there in your own filth water. But baths are relaxing. But showers are more, like, efficient. No. I prefer showers. Does the smell of perfume and cologne give you headaches? No. Do you see... No. That's fortunate. Oh! Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one's calling it? Yes! Yes, I do! Call me a schizophrenic. No, I'm not schizophrenic. But I do hear this shit all the fucking time, especially while playing Uncharted, because my real name is Nathan. Because then the characters in that game shout, Nate! All the time, and Sully sounds... In the right context, Sully in that game sounds kind of like my father. So, yes. Do things in your home go missing then reappear later? I'd say... yes. Do you hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Yes. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? No. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? No. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? This really weird thing happened where I was sleeping, when I was getting ready to go to bed last night. I was just on my phone, just watching YouTube. I was watching Simple Flips, if you're curious. I was watching YouTube, and my phone was plugged in, and like it felt like someone pulled, like yanked on my cord, and my phone came flying out of my hands. I was like, what the fuck? But do I ever feel my feet being grabbed while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? Not right now. I had a dog who died in 2018. No. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you what? No! Gross! If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes. If you could be a dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Dictator in the sense that I have to be an asshole? I mean, I guess every dictator is I'd say dictators in general are by default assholes, because by definition, they're going off their way of living in general. Like your way of living. Like my word is law. No. No. In my own country? No. In Canada? No. No. If I could be prime minister, like 100% you're prime minister right now? Maybe? Do you ever wonder what it would be like to go be in a prison? Yes. Do you like fishing? Yes. Do you like hunting? Yes. Do you like camping? Yes. Do you like guns? Yes. Are you getting tired of answering questions? No. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? No. You'll never know what I hit. Oh God. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Yes. Every partner I've had, I've been like fascinated with just looking into their eyes. So, yes. Do you always keep your promises? No. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Completely? I mean, I trust my sisters, and they've definitely lied to me, so I would say yes. Are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Sometimes. Depends on the type of drunk. If I'm party drunk, yeah. If I'm sad, lonely, depressed drunk, which I don't do anymore, no. Do I enjoy being drunk? Yes. Do you like tattoos? Yes. Do you enjoy being high in any form? In any form? I don't overly like weed, but I have done mushrooms, and that shit was fucking cool. Just everything all wavy and like, oh my God, I was just giggly. Like nothing happened. Like I was just really giggly. Do I like smoking weed? Kinda. So yes. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Did you cry this week? This week? What would this week entitle? This week's just started, so I'd say in like the last week. From March 28th to April 4th, I think I have. I cry regularly, in private, by my own, when no one can see me. So let's see. Yeah, probably. Are you upset with someone right now? No? No. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Daily? Yes. Yeah. Do you understand how this works yet? No. If you answer the questions twice, your truth may change. It's not about answering the question, it's about the time you spend answering them, the combination you answer them. Huh. It's about many different variables you'll never guess. Do you understand? Yes. So there's many things at play here. Are you wondering if the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Yes. Oh, I'm getting chills. Oh no. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, just to learn something about yourself and anyone else that... Oh, hold on. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using it as just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Well, Markiplier played this, and my sister wanted me to play it. That's how I found out about it. I didn't watch Markiplier's video on it. I was going to, but then my sister was like, you should play it. And I was like, sure, why not? And I probably will go watch it after stream, honestly. I'm curious what he's answered, even though I haven't watched Markiplier in a while, in a very long time. Would I believe that? No. Are you afraid of being yes? Are you afraid of dying alone? Not overly. I'm more afraid of everyone that I know and love dying first than me just dying alone. I think if I'm alone, I'm gonna want to die. No. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Yeah. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? Well, I sleep with a machete under my bed, so I guess that's close enough. Can't really have a. I can't really have a gun in my house. I live in Canada. It's not really allowed here. If I had a gun in my room, it would have to be in a safe with a trigger lock on it, with the ammo stored in another safe, and you're not really supposed to be using pistols or guns for self-defense. I don't own any guns personally right now. You're not really allowed to use guns in Canada. There have been people who do use guns and don't go to prison for it in regards to self-defense and home defense. There are people in Canada who have done it and not gone to jail. It's like a very gray area in terms of our laws. Are you always on guard waiting to fend off an attack though? Yes. Do you feel like I know you yet? I think you know a fair bit about me. Have you heard any strange noises by answering these questions? No. I think we have enough information from you, whether you skipped questions, answered honestly, or just silently took loads of time to respond or answer quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Oh. Based on what you told me, this is what I can conclude. People don't understand you completely, do they? You're a lot more complicated than people think you are. They don't give you enough credit because they can't understand what you've got going on deep inside. You may not always like everything about yourself, but you may give yourself too hard of a time. But trust me, you've got some natural talents that will take you very far in life. It's imperative that you embrace that fact. The only way you're gonna fail is if you let your doubt of others pull you down. Oh my god. The only way you're gonna fail is you start believing what others think of you. Don't let them win. You're one of a kind. Truly remarkable. As a matter of fact, I get the sense that you don't even realize or understand just how special you can be, but ultimately your path is entirely up to you. There's a strong possibility you're gonna let it slip away. Oh my god, just as easily as you can become an incredibly successful star, but the results are yours for the taking. Not everyone has that luxury. You, however, do. My advice is for you to listen to your gut. Go out there and get the life you want to have. Do not live your days in regret. It's not yet too late. I believe in you. I just hope you start believing in yourself and seeing the true self-worth, whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are in life. Double them. That's the minimum of what you're capable of accomplishing. Please, don't surrender your opportunities. And for the love of life, don't settle. Your secret word is blessing. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Blessing? Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. Holy fuck. Take the secret word you were assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for... Hold on. I'm gonna write the word down just so I don't forget it, because there is multiple games. I'm just gonna put it in my... Test 1. Blessing. Take the secret word you were assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. So on Steam, we'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you don't wish to be part of the upcoming process, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments that you leave and we'll always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help for you, and if they aren't yet, it will make sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the test Hypothesis Rising, the final test Revelation, and the testing chamber on stream. If you enjoyed this installment, you can always find the Journey series, the Advisor series. We encourage everyone to try. So is the testing chamber also a part of this? I might just play that today as well. So yeah, no, this wasn't very long. If you'd like to further support us on any other games, you can find a link to all of our titles in the title stream under our other games. So thank you much for the support. We appreciate you. Credits. I'm gonna leave a comment in the Ooh, that checked me. That freaked me out. Huh. Well, alright. I'm gonna leave a comment in the, say something about this game to your friends. Can I leave a comment in the actual game thingy? Community Hub. Huh. I'm like looking at the comments and shit that people have left, and there are a whole lot of different words. Plague. Chaos. Huh. Huh. Holy shit. How can I leave a comment? I don't know how to leave comments on stuff. I've never left a comment on Steam before. $15,000 reviews. I've never left a comment on Steam before. Post review. I'll just do it. How the fuck do I... Oh, there we go. Blessing. Post review. Huh. Alright. There is another one. There are 2 more. I think I'm gonna download it just in case, because it doesn't take that long to download. I'm gonna download the testing chamber, which I was told this was a trilogy, so I'm not 100% sure if this is a part of the game or not. Download. Final Revelations downloading right now. These games aren't very big, so I'm just downloading them right now. Like, honestly, like, they're not that big of games. They got, like, 700 megabytes. Like, they're very small. Verifying. So, yeah. I think I'm going to end, not stream, this video, though, now. So, for the YouTube video, like and subscribe and stuff. Oh, my God. And join me next time for part 2 of the testing chamber. The testing chamber? The test series. Fuck it.